Well, hello there. You join us at Snetterton in Norfolk this time for the start of another swinging 60s race. As usual, I'm doing the start of the race and then Mike will take over at the halfway mark. This suits us both and I really love a busy opening lap. Swinging 60s is multi-class racing, so you've got a wide variety of machinery on the grid. Here we can see a great example of how different cars are faster at different points on the circuit. I'm in an MGC with a relatively powerful engine. However, it's also fairly heavy. The MG Midget behind me has a much smaller engine, but it's also way lighter. So while I have the legs on him in a drag race down the straights, he's much better on the brakes and in the corners, and reels me in every time we come to the twisty bits. So I've managed to make it past the blue midget again. Just need to execute a slick downshift from 5th to 4th. Wait, what? Bloody hell, 4th gear seems to have vanished. And he's down the inside of me. Just to be clear, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the car. I have just it up. So we did make a bit of a mistake during this pit stop. As Mike goes to tighten up his harness, the shoulder strap slips off his hands device. He's perfectly safe because the harness is still holding him tightly in the seat, but the hands device won't be doing its job properly. If the marshals had noticed, they would have stopped us to put it right. That would have been very annoying, but definitely the right call. So Mike is literally a lap into his stint when it starts to rain. This is when it can get really tricky, as the grip level can change quickly and dramatically. You just have to feel your way. Watch the blue car ahead as it just disappears behind the rearview mirror. Without any warning, he's off the circuit, and almost immediately Mike spins too. Turns out a car has dropped oil all along the racing line. Mike controls the slide nicely and keeps the engine running, and manages to get back on circuit with very little drama. But cars are spinning off and rejoining the track all over the place. We can see it from the pit wall, and it is mayhem. Unfortunately, with only 7 minutes left in the race, and what turns out to be an oil slick extending around half of the circuit, there's no time for the marshals to clean it up, and so the race is red flagged for safety reasons.